Hello, Lit Geeks. Good day. In this video, I'm going to discuss to you the literary analysis of the fable The Two Goats. Specifically, we are going to use the formalistic approach or formalistic criticism. It means analyzing the literary elements of a text. So, for your information, in case you do not know what a fable is a short text intended for children. And the main function is to give a lesson about life. Let me please remind you to kindly read the text. It's very short. You can finish it in 1 or 2 minutes. It will help you to better understand how to analyze literary analysis, specifically formalistic analysis. So the first literary element that we are going to analyze is the characters. Okay, the characters are the people or the ones moving in the text. Okay, in the story. In this fable, the protagonists are the two goats. Okay, and that is made obvious by the title. When we say protagonists, they are the main characters in a text. If it's only one, we call it a protagonist. Aside from the protagonists or the main characters, there's also what we call antagonists. Antagonists are the main opposers of the protagonists or the main characters. In this text, we can say that both the two goats are actually antagonistic to each other. Next, characterization or the process of characterizing or describing the traits of the characters. When we say direct characterization, it means that the narrator is actually directly describing the characters. In the text, we can see direct characterization through the excerpt. Their pride would not permit either to stand aside for the other. Another literary element that we can analyze in the text is the setting. When we say setting, basically it's about the time and the place when or the where the story happened. In this story, the place setting is the mountain valley, while the time setting, because it is not specified by the text, we can say that when the two goats met. As for the type of setting, we can find one type of setting, and that is functional setting. When we say functional setting, it means that something in the setting is used by the author to help move the plot forward. So why is the fallen tree a functional part of the setting? It's because that is the place where the pride, the ego of the two goats was tested. Why is that? According to the text, the fallen tree was so narrow, right? And only one goat could possibly pass by, one at a time. But neither of them would like to give up, or neither of them would like to give way to the other or for the other. In another video, in a separate video, I'm going to explain to you the other types of settings. Now let's go to the type of conflict found in the text or the story. Upon reading the fable, we can see the external type of conflict. Specifically, it is character versus character. When you are analyzing a text or a story, kindly avoid using person versus person because not all characters are actually humans. For instance, in this fable, the characters are actually two goats, non humans. In the story, we can see that the characters are actually against each other, the goat versus another goat. Now let's go to the plot analysis. In this text, we can see linear or chronological plot. So, what does this mean? This means that the story was narrated according to the time that it happened, meaning from the beginning to the end, or from the introduction to the resolution. Resolution is another term for the ending. As for the narration, we can say that the point of view used by the author is third person objective because the narrator is only basing the narration on what he or she can see from the characters, from the events in the story. Now let's analyze the theme or the topic of the fable. We can see after reading that the topic is actually about pride or ego. From that topic, we can actually conclude with the following morals or learning from the story. Learnings about life. Okay? So the first moral is learn to let go. As you can see, what happened to the two goats when they did not put down their pride. Okay? Another way to say the moral of the story is to give way because sometimes in life things do not go according to how we want it to, all right? Another moral or learning from the story is that actions have consequences, okay? Therefore, we have to think before we decide on things, okay? So I hope you understand now how we actually do formalistic analysis of a text or a story. And I hope that you find it easy. I also hope that you find it fun. Thank you, Lit Kicks. Enjoy learning literature. Bye.